fuckface is his Damien Cockburn?
That's me, sir. It's good to finally meet you at last. Get some face time.
And who here is a key grip? You? You. Hit that director in the face. Really fucking hard.
Sorry, man.
Welcome back to the Thunder Rooster podcast. My name is Ron.
And I am Paul.
And today we are talking about a movie that is very near and dear to my heart. Just touches my comedy soul.
Just say it's your favorite movie.
It's not, though.
Okay, fine.
It's top five.
Top five.
Top five.
Second favorite? Fine.
No.
We are talking about the comedy hit Tropic Thunder.
Here we go again.
And again. One thing we should definitely note before we get into this, it's actually 12 years to the day.
Yep.
The Tropic Thunder was released.
August 13th of 2008.
And we didn't even set that up. It was just spur of the moment.
Nope. I actually went and saw the movie opening weekend for my birthday. And I had not seen the trailer. I saw the trailer for the first time a couple days ago. And I wanted to see the movie just from the movie poster, just seeing, Jack Black, Ben Stiller, and Robert Downey Jr. all in the same movie.
And it's like, I hadn't seen it it was going back, I would want to say like maybe 6-7 years ago, but the first thing that I knew about with the movie was just the poster.
Right.
And I thought, what the F?
Right. You've got Jack Black, he's got, bleached blonde hair.
Right.
And of course, the obviously...
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
In blackface.
Full blackface.
Full blackface.
Movie.
Yeah.
Well, not for the entire movie, but for the character he plays. But, yeah.
So that's where I kind of looked. I was like, without even having any idea about this, it's like, here's a war movie, and what's going down with that? But
right.
I just couldn't believe some of the things I saw in there. But then as I did see it, it was definitely... It's a funny comedy. It's one of the funniest ones I think I have seen in quite some time.
Right.
But with that comedy, there's controversy.
Right. And just real quick, before we get too far into it, if you're listening to this or watching us on YouTube, if you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, I highly suggest, you can pause this and come back to it, but there are going to be obviously spoilers for this movie.
Yeah, we're spoiling it now.
It's 12
You've
years
been warned.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's hilarious. You won't regret it. Unless, you're really sensitive.
we got to look at it from everyone's angle.
Yeah, everybody's got a different approach.
Everyone's different, right? For sure. Interesting thing about the movie to me, it's a story about a war movie that's not really real.
Right.
I mean,
Nick Nolte comes in at the beginning of it, and it's like, they had this rescue mission. It was near suicide, and 4 people made it back. Of those 4, 3 people wrote a book. Of those 3, 2 people got published. Of those 2 people, 1 got a movie deal.
Imagine that. Right?
Right.
But that was kind of the take, that you kind of end up finding out about the movie. But, again, you're with a studded all-star cast of individuals. You have Ben Stiller. You have Robert Downey Jr.
Jack Black. Brandon T.
Jackson. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. And they did not market him whatsoever.
No, nothing.
I had no idea.
No idea.
And he was a huge star at the time. Matthew McConaughey's been a star from day one, but...
He's a superstar.
He was in a lot of blockbuster movies around the time.
A lot of romantic comedies and whatnot. Yeah.
Back when they were throwing big money at that, you know.
That big money.
Yeah. Big check, baby. Swinging past your knees.
But basically, right. But basically, you know, supposedly the movie is told through the eyes of Nick Nolte's character, who was, you know, a retired Vietnam vet.
The movie within the movie.
The movie within the movie, yes, of course. So we get a take on that. But yeah, I mean, it's an incredible ride,
right,
from start to end. I truly felt like it wasn't really that long of a movie. It just flowed incredibly,
right,
as far as where we were going with it. I can tell the characters do make a huge influence on this movie, obviously. So I think we should go right into that. Ben Stiller,
Tug Speedman. That's such a. I loved his nickname that Matthew McConaughey's character Peck gives him on his phone. Tugger Nuts.
Tugger Nuts. That's something to be proud of. Yep.
Well, yeah, he's quite the interesting actor in the movie. He had such amazing titles as a Scorcher franchise. They're making not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 Scorcher movies. And he, you know, in the movie when they're going through their little Hollywood news thing or whatever,
true story,
they show him dressed up as a, you know, woman paired with Martin Lawrence, Chitlin and the Dude. It didn't do too well. They went to the more drama area of his career, you know.
Right. Of course.
Simple Jack.
We're actually gonna go to that route again. As we were both saying, this movie is comedy gold in our opinions, but again, with it being such a funny film, there is controversy involved. We still got to touch light about it. I know it's not something we want to, but in 2020, this may not be a film that's going to be around much longer.
Right.
I mean, it focuses on very, how do I want to put it? I mean, these are sensitive issues.
Yeah.
To some, obviously, some. But in all seriousness, I mean, you know, your stuff about special ed, homosexuality, and even as far as blackface. I mean, there's no way that something like this can come out in Hollywood in 2020.
Yeah, especially
Never.
now, like people are turning over rocks from 60 years ago, digging up stuff on people.
And
you know,
to each of their own. We're not here to, you know, say anything about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying any part of that was right or good, you know, type thing. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of the climate we're at the moment.
Right. So we do see some of these instances throughout the picture. Yeah. It fits in the movie. Some would agree, some wouldn't, but we still want to at least put it out there, as far as you can tell. But what I like to see about that is the character development. To me, Les Grossman is the highlight of this movie,
right? In
my humble opinion. For those of you who haven't seen it, or that you have, maybe your first time, we were kind of shocked because Tom Cruise has a role in this movie.
Yep. He plays Les Grossman, and I had no clue until the credits rolled at the end of the movie.
And he basically plays the most obnoxious owner in probably the world. I mean, I don't think anything gets as tough as this guy.
This crazy, over-the-top studio head.
Literally fearing for your life.
Right. Diet Coke!
I mean, when a guy's just going around calling phones, I'm going to end you. I mean, that could be really bad.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely great character development, a lot of good chemistry, a lot of fun jokes. But in the seriousness, though, of it, they were trying to do a picture about a war, Vietnam War. We found out that it was actually filmed all in Hawaii.
Right, in the island of Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah.
But considering that you would have thought that they would have went to Vietnam.
I honestly thought that they had.
And it looked it.
Yeah.
Damn, I mean, it looked as good as it could be. But
yeah, they did really well on that whole site spec on it. It was really good. I honestly thought that some of it was shot in Vietnam.
Especially when you're going, you know, they're going over the choppers and it's like you're seeing the fields and it's like, this looks like Vietnam, or at least what you know, would come to realize with it.
Right.
But, and then obviously there's a couple scenes that really kind of kind of put things into perspective with the movie, obviously, what we ended up seeing here is that the things we didn't know came to be that there was ad-libbing, and everything that Tom Cruise had done in this movie was completely he just called the shots.
Well, I mean, he basically created his own character for the movie. He was originally supposed to play Peck, Tug's agent. He came in and was talking to Stiller. He was like, "Hey, how about this? Doing what Tom Cruise does,
Mm-hmm.
But he made that character for himself, and it made the movie.
100%. 100%. I mean, I consider him. I mean, I have a list of villains, and this could be another topic of a show, top villains, or in motion picture. But he's on the list. He's in my top 5.
Yeah,
hands down. Yeah, hands down. So yeah, definitely.
He wasn't even the villain in the movie.
He's a villain. He's the villain. I'm kidding. But then other things that I was kind of unaware of. Matthew McConaughey has a nice role in this movie, but he wasn't actually set to have this role. It was actually supposed to go to Owen Wilson.
Right. Yeah. He ended up passing on it because I think.
At the time, I kind of remember back. Yeah, he was kind of suicidal at the time.
I think that's
help.
what it was.
And we're happy that he's still here because he's been in a lot of great movies. We want future movies out of this guy. He's funny.
Right. I love Owen Wilson, but with this whole thing, I can't imagine him playing the part.
Right.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, that was his. Only his and only his. The Ben Stiller character as Mr. Tug. This was kind of a reflection of his love and fascination of Rambo.
Yeah.
Which I was like funny, but there's obviously a reference in the movie.
Most definitely.
Because the gun show was out in full effect.
Got any tips?
Any tips?
So that was interesting. And then as far as...
So I'm going to throw this at you real quick.
Sure. What you got for me?
With Tug Speedman's character in the movie, do you think Ben Stiller kind of did like a weird mirror reflection and kind of based that character's movie career kind of loosely on Tom Cruise's? How many Mission Impossible movies we have now?
Yeah, could be.
I mean, he did have a little bit of a slump, but he's always been a great actor, so I can't, it's comical. I just thought it was a funny reflection.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that, but it's like, yeah, that's pretty much his career in a nutshell, I guess you could say. And as far as one of the other characters from the movie, Brandon T. Jackson, did I say that right? Yeah. He was one of the characters in the movie.
Played Motown in the movie, within the movie, but he was Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, that's ALPA.
Chino.
Hoorah!
I'm Al Pacino, baby.
I love the pussy.
But apparently, he wasn't actually set for the role. But actually, two very famous actors. One's a musician. And they declined it because at the time, they didn't know how this would portray for their careers.
Right.
And that would be Kevin Hart. Yeah. Everyone loves Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And Grammy recording artist and actor Mos Def.
Mos Def.
Most definitely good.
See, I did not know that about Mos Def.
Yeah.
I was aware of Kevin Hart, but not Mos Def.
And I was the same that I didn't even know about, that was just something that we just ended up finding out, a little bit ago. But
right. Kevin Hart turned it down because he didn't want to play a gay character.
Nope.
And I thought that was weird. I had to dig into that to find out because I figured there would have been more of a scandal about it now. Right. I mean, even it being that long ago, but the way he explained it in the article that I read was basically him saying, it's like, I can't give it my 100%, because of his own insecurities about the whole thing. So,
and that's a good portion of that. That's what it meant. They felt insecure.
I mean, even if it was a good PR spin, I mean, it was still worked.
True. But I don't think now in 2020, I don't think it's, I think people are completely comfortable with.
Yeah, I don't think anybody cares anymore.
No, not at all.
I mean, I don't know. I have a weird thing, like I don't want to put my opinion on anybody, but to me at this point in time, I mean, who cares?
No, if you're not hurting anyone, enjoy your life to the fullest. Be happy.
Right.
Because you don't know when you're gone.
Exactly.
So So yeah, just that's a little reflection from it. Definitely there's a couple favorite moments of the movie.
Wait. One second. I did want to ask, was that the same reason why Mos Def turned it down?
I think it was.
Okay. I
there could have been schedule conflicts, but I might feel that it had to do with that.
Okay.
You know.
So it's just kind of tied in.
Could be. Yeah.
But regardless, Brandon T. Jackson pulled that thing.
Oh, he was
way
hysterical.
Off. He was great.
The confrontational scenes,
the little kangaroo jack hop at the end of it, that was totally him. Yep, he did that on his own.
But yeah, there's a couple truthful scenes in the movie that will always stand out to me. I have a couple. You might have a couple as well, but to me, the flyover,
right at the beginning of the movie,
absolutely hysterical. It sets the tone.
The flyover is in like the entering of the movie, or when they finally get him like to do the guerrilla style filming.
Yeah, when they're about to go. Danny McBride is just like, let's shoot this shit right now, you know? And it's like, in a real scenario, Hollywood would be fucking losing their mind because of the fact that would have to be, all that budget would be over with, and you guys screwed the shot up. I mean, these people will all be out of jobs.
It was funny.
All be done.
Steve Coogan's character, he plays Damien Cockburn, the amateur rookie director.
Yeah.
But they're flying in that shot overhead and whatnot.
Right.
And he says something along the lines of like, "Men, when you got in here, you were just four men in a helicopter. Now you're with 3 other men in a helicopter." I know I'm butchering that, but it was hilarious.
Butchering it, of course. Yeah. I definitely like the dialogue between Les Grossman and basically the leader of the tribe that's holding.
Oh yeah, the little guy
holding Ben Stiller captive. I mean,
we'll show you a little clip of that right now because we need to take a little quick break. But this guy's hilarious. We'll be right back.
This is Les Grossman. Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon.
Oh, okay, Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Now, I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up! Did you find out who that was?
I don't think I have a comment. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
I love it. The only copy that they have is a little VHS. It's the only movie they have. It should have won Oscar.
Maybe.
Well, to be nominated. You would nominate it?
Yeah, right? Better than not.
I'm sorry, Simple Jack's just... I'll get into that later. Anyways. So, I think we'll take a good time to... Let's go into our pecking order here. I think we picked out 5 of our best/favorite scenes of the movie.
Absolutely, yes.
And I think I'll piece together little clips of the scenes and stuff for those listening. You'll hear part of it, but check out our YouTube channel. It'll be in the details link of this podcast, and you'll get to see the full view of it. But we'll start out with number 5, and for me, it was the fake trailers at the beginning. That sets up the whole movie for me. You know, the first one, Al Pacino's booty sweat commercial. That one, it goes straight into the Scorcher preview, Ben Stiller's Tug Speedman movie, and the whole "Here we go again, again
and again." I had that one. That was up there. That was my third one. Yeah, definitely. My number 5 was the flyover explosion.
Yeah,
because I just kept thinking to myself, that's a lot of fucking money wasted.
Right, and the jets
if it was real, and it's like, oh my god, I would have just had a freaking heart attack right there.
bungle in the jungle.
But just like how everything just, bam, bam, everything just exploded. And they're like, shit, we don't got the shot.
Jack Black's
We're screwed.
Just hanging there. He's like, that was cool.
Yeah, right. Of course it was cool. Yeah. I had for me, number 4 was, and I don't think we really touched base about this, but the Panda Scene. And we really didn't elaborate that.
He kills the panda. And then he calls Peck up. I killed what I loved the most.
Right? Because he went to the...
you killed the hooker. You killed the hooker. No, Panda. What do you mean, Amanda? That's probably not even a real name. And he comes up. The next morning he wakes up. He has the whole skull of the panda as a helmet type thing. Oh, it's great. My number 4 was basically it was the flyover explosion thing, but it was, after Danny McBride's character Cody presses him down. He's sitting there just with little hand weight things or whatever. He's like, Mother Nature just pissed her pants.
My little friend. Bam, bam, bam.
Danny McBride, he's my spirit animal, man. What do you got, number 3?
3 was part of the trailer scene.
Yeah.
I keep laughing at myself about this because I think, you're a father. And I keep thinking, well, when he has another one, that this trailer could work.
Yeah.
Well, part of the trailer, Ben Stiller he's got 2 of his infants kind of straddled, and he's got guns, and he just mutters, "Who left the fridge open?"
Scorcher 6, global meltdown.
I mean, it's like, you can't even make this stuff up.
Oh, when I watched the trailer yesterday, I saw that they had actually, where the babies' faces are on that, they put pandas' faces on there. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't.
I was like, what?
That's terrible.
That was awesome.
Number 2 for me was Jack Black.
I haven't got to my number 3 yet, mister.
Okay. I thought you wanted I thought you want to go 5 through 1. No.
Oh, I thought we were throwing it back.
Just go ahead. Proceed. Proceed.
My number 3 was the scene where they found Tug in the encampment or whatever, and they're having to talk him off the ledge basically because he's like all messed up. I titled this scene "Rooster Illusion." I'm a Rooster Illusion. But of course, you got Sergeant Osiris. He was, "Who are you?" I know who I am. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. You're the dude who don't know what dude he is.
You dude don't know what dude he is.
I love it too. I agree.
Yeah, that was my number 3.
3. 3 for me. I just mentioned it. Number 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just said
number 2 for me was I titled this one "Scorched Earth," which is Les is on the phone with the gang from Vietnam, the triads or whatever, or they're not triads, but but he goes on this whole rant on the phone, and I'm not even going to attempt to pan it here. I'm just going to put the clip here.
I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre
you.
you.
It was the best. I just wanted to call up everybody I didn't, it didn't even matter who it was. Just say somebody who, just had it coming, and just repeat that, Matter of fact, I might call you up one day from a private number and just play that.
All right, moving along. Number 2, for me, there's a scene with Jack Black, and he has a little bit of what you would call a drug problem. He basically tells his co-star that whatever happens as he sees a poppy field to strap me to a tree. And he doesn't give a shit what you say.
Nope.
Strapped to the tree, and that dude was just knucking futz.
And I know which part you're going to, and I will put that right here.
Alpha, if you untie me, I will literally suck your dick right now.
I told you for the last time, I love the pussy.
I'll cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, and swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
Right?
Get over here. Well, number one, this is one of those little minute details that maybe it's just me and my twisted brain, and it just made me die from laughing. And maybe there's something wrong with me, but there's a part where Robert Downey Jr. is in the focal point of the scene there in the jungle, and it seems like he breaks character. Like, he's sitting there, like, he goes on this thing, like, spit that shit out, man! And he has this big smile on his face and then dead eyes. It's like he lost it and just brought it right back in.
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
All right, the wet offense.
And it just makes me crack up laughing every time.
It's a testament how good he is.
Right.
Hands down. Yep. I'm surprised. I didn't expect that, but yeah. I mean, my number one was just that, so it doesn't really matter.
It was that?
Oh, no, mine was, the verbal abuse of Mr. Grossman.
Les Grossman, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, an honorable mention for me, and the Simple Jack stuff. Maybe it's my affinity for Forrest Gump. You know,
that could be.
I love Forrest Gump.
Incredible movie.
But, I mean, the main poster you see of Simple Jack, or the little preview, is him running through a hayfield, swinging a hammer at a butterfly.
Got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can
You mama make me happy. I have done that to so many friends and relatives to the point of annoyance.
I'm sure about that.
I love it. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard at it. It was almost offensive. I remember when I was in the
You
theaters. I was in the theaters and I was dying laughing from the Simple Jack stuff.
You're the only
and
asshole in there laughing about it. Everyone's like, you jackass. And he's over there cracking up.
I literally had a friend elbow me in the side. It's like, it's fucking funny. What do you want from me?
There's always one asshole, ladies and gentlemen. Always one.
I was that asshole that day, that's for sure.
But
all right, we're gonna wrap up on this Tropic Thunder. I just want to kind of quickly run through some of the achievements of the film. It opened up number one opening weekend.
12 years ago today.
Yeah, 12 years ago today, and it got $26 million its first weekend, and it stayed in number one position for 3 weeks after that. Some of the awards for that movie. Robert Downey Jr. actually got nominated for an Academy Award, a BAFTA Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr. both got nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor. Robert Downey Jr. nailed this role.
Of course he nailed it.
As weird and
right.
Weird of a role as it is.
Yeah.
I forgot it was Robert Downey Jr.
No, you don't
even
look
think
at that.
Right.
No.
And like,
not in my opinion, no.
Brandon T. Jackson, of course, when he was reading the script and stuff like that, he saw the whole blackface thing and he was like, what? Of course. But, he stated saying, once he heard him and saw him in the character and stuff, like, it just impressed him with how good of an actor he is. And that's really a shine on him. He's a phenomenal actor. But
incredible range.
Oh,
by far.
It's such a good job. I wish racism wasn't a thing. We should be laughing at so much of this shit. Like, but anyways, before the DVD release that came out, I think November 8th of that year, but in the time that it came out in August to the November, it had earned $188 million worldwide. It's not too shabby.
Money.
I mean, it's not as big as the $1 billion, epic box office hits now.
And that, and your $100 million opening weekends.
But I mean, in all actuality, for the comedy genre,
of course,
that's a huge.
I was just gonna say, I'd have to look that up and see what is the biggest comedy opening of a film.
Yeah.
Look that up.
We'll look that up. And you know what? I'll do everybody a favor. I will put that in the video. So if you're listening to this on the podcast or wherever you're getting them from, go check us out on YouTube. Make sure, first off, you get that little bit of information that we're lacking right here. We'll get better on that, I promise. Well, yeah, this is number 5 for us. Not gonna lie, this is our third take at it because I was just not having it today. For some reason, it just wasn't clicking.
It happens to the best of us.
Right. Well, yeah, we decided that we were going to record 5 podcasts before we even released one. So
let's go.
August 13th, and hopefully by, I don't know, we'll say probably within the next month at least, we'll probably start getting it out. But yeah, we are going to keep pumping them out every week like we've been doing. This is week number 5 for us, and I love it. This is really a newfound passion for me, actually.
Absolutely.
I actually didn't think I was going to enjoy this as much as, I had an idea I would like it, but
you'd be very surprised, Ron.
Right. I think a little reflection on our episodes. I think Metallica, we were both very passionate about that band. So that one, to me, that was so easy.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan, by the way.
I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to let the records show.
I'll just say that, when Slipknot comes around.
Okay. Fair enough.
We'll see who's throwing around that BDE.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. We're going to just keep pumping these out until we get great at it, and then we're just going to keep going forward from there.
We need you to like and subscribe.
Yes,
so we can keep putting
please.
this out for you guys.
Definitely, give us a review on iTunes. That will help us out tremendously. I would love for 5-star reviews, but we have to earn that shit. So,
and the first one of our videos that gets to 1,000 views,
or
likes,
Ohio Reformatory, Paul will go back.
This old man will be scared like a little child.
Yeah, and I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah,
I'll be supportive.
Shut the hell up.
I'll
You're
be
going to laugh. I'll be crying. We'll see.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Guys and gals, I should say.
You're damn right.
Damn right.
Got to represent.
But yeah. Seriously, thank you for listening, and hope we get you to come back next week. And we'll just let next week be another surprise.
Surprise.
All right, guys. Hope you have a good rest of your week.
Take care.
Later.
This is insane. Are you really going to abandon this movie? We're supposed to be a unit.
Suck my unit.